Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros. I hope that you are all feeling very well. I hope that you find yourself well on this beautiful Saturday, and it is hot today. But I hope you're all doing well, and I want to just talk to you for a few minutes a little bit about what I've learned in my fitness journey. And one of the things that I have learned is the following. This journey of fitness, of getting yourselves in shape, getting your body right, living a healthy lifestyle, eating the right foods, being in a calorie deficit, applying that as a lifestyle. Something that I've learned is that you cannot rush this thing. It's a journey. It's not a race of sprinting and you get fit really fast. It's not like that. And I know that there are those that get their results a little quicker than others. It happens. Some people, they reach the goal faster than others. That's normal. But I want to remind you that this is not a race. It's a journey. I tell you, take your time. Do not be in a rush in this journey. You don't need to rush this thing. What you need to do is make sure that you're doing this the right way. And understand that when you're in this fitness journey, it's not a straight line. You getting to your goal, it is not a straight line. I'm going to repeat that. For you to reach what you want to reach in your fitness journey, it's not, and that's it, and you're there. It doesn't work that way. There's curves, there's stops sometimes, there's setbacks, there's sometimes injuries, things that happen along the way. And when those things happen, you have to be strong mentally, because especially when an injury happens, it's frustrating, especially when you have put so much work into your journey. It's very frustrating. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. I have been injured before. I've had, minor injuries. Thank God, nothing major, but I have had to deal with pain, lower back pain, shoulder pain on both shoulders. On my left knee, I have had pains. And what I've done is I have had to make adjustments. And those adjustments that I have made, I'm so thankful that I did it, because it helped me not to aggravate the minor injuries that I have experienced in my journey. And I've been able to even heal from those minor injuries, making those adjustments and listening to my body, understanding that sometimes you may have to go a little lighter. Sometimes you may have to make some changes, There's certain movements that perhaps they may not apply, they may not be good. And, having the frame that I have, I'm a pretty tall guy. I have had to make changes even the way I go for lower body. I still hit lower body very hard with, being intentional. But I've made adjustments and changes. So it's just, I'm sharing with you this so that you can know that if you are going through maybe an injury right now, a setback in your fitness journey, you're not the only one. You're not alone in this. Please do not give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going. You'll find ways. You'll find ways, to continue to go forward. And as you heal, you'll be able to get back to, doing what you do at 100%. But don't quit. Don't let that slow you down. Don't let the problems of life stop you from working out, because you're gonna go through drama. It's inevitable. We're gonna go through stuff, But when those things happen, keep working out. Please keep working out, because that's gonna help you to stay strong mentally. It's gonna give you mental focus, mental sharpness. And again, going back, this is a journey. This is not something that happens overnight. This is not something that, you can just by choice, let me accelerate, and in 2 months, that's it, I have visible abs. It doesn't work that way. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible, that you can get quicker results. Yes, it is. But my advice is take your time, build yourself up, just trust the process within the journey. Give yourself time, to develop. Understand that you will get stronger through time, but you got to give yourself time. I would rather, lift very light compared to other people and have the correct form and build muscle than ego lifting with a compromised form and then eventually getting injured and not even building my body the way that I wanted to look. I would rather take, that route, which is going lighter. And even if I go to a public gym, which I rarely do, I don't care anymore about if somebody can bench 300 pounds, 400 pounds. I don't care about that. What I'm concerned is about, am I improving? Am I getting a little bit stronger? Am I building my body the way I wanted to build it? That's my concern. My focus is being better, improving, but not comparing myself to other people. Because there's always going to be somebody that's better. There's always going to be somebody that has a better body, a better physique, a better smile, better talk, or whatever the case is. There's always going to be somebody better. So what you want to do is take your time in this. And remember, it's not a straight line. There's twists and turns to this, people. That's just the truth, And it's a lifestyle. This is something that you got to understand that is for the rest of your life. And you will benefit from this. And it's beautiful, for me, in this stage in my life, being in my mid-40s, is just beautiful that I feel much younger. I feel many years younger. I feel healthier than ever. And the reason why is because I have learned to do things the right way. I'm eating healthy. I'm making sure that I go to bed early. I'm locked in. I'm not distracted. I'm not taking any weird supplements or injecting anything into my body. I'm doing this naturally. And I may not have the best physique, but comparing to the way I looked even a year ago, it's definitely progress. It's definitely an improvement. So that's why I tell you, stick with the journey. Be patient, take your time, and be consistent. Do not skip on your workouts. Don't skip out. Remember, it takes time to build that body. Maybe you didn't get the goal that you wanted this year, but hey, there is next year. That's the good news. There's next year. Give yourself time. Sometimes it just may take longer than what you think. And you know what? I experienced that too. The goals that I got to now, it took longer than I thought. I thought it was going to happen, in a couple of months, but it took a while. It took about maybe 8 months for me to be able to make the cut that I wanted to make. And now, being at the weight that I'm in, it's amazing. I'm amazed because what has been preached that I followed, which was calorie deficit, burning more than what you intake, being consistent with your workout, it has worked for me. I was at 196 in January. In between 196 to 200 pounds, and I've said this in some previous videos. 196 to 200 pounds, and today is August. 8 months later, I am at 179 pounds, and I feel strong. I've had a few phases where I felt a little bit weak because, you're making that cut, getting used to, being in a calorie deficit as a lifestyle. It took some time, but now I'm in a rhythm. And you're going to find that rhythm if you stick to doing things the right way. If you stick to the calorie deficit, if you're careful with, with your nutrition and you don't skip on your workouts, you're going to get to your goals. And you're going to be so proud of yourself when you reach it. So remember, my people, this is a journey. Don't be in a rush. Take your time and stay consistent. And as always, take care of yourselves. Be careful with what you eat, what you put in your body. Get proper sleep. Take care of your mental health. Make time for your family. And make time to go to the gym. So I hope that you all have a very beautiful and very blessed Saturday. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Take care.